Hey Taurus, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for March 26, 2025. This is for Taurus. Last shuffle coming out for Taurus. Where are you, Taurus? There you go. All right, Taurus, here we go. We have status quo, we have intuition and manifestation. The people around you are going to be influencing some things here. They're following their intuition. So a lot of people around you are going to start telling you stuff. I don't know if you're gonna hear some stuff from people that may make you feel guilty for being yourself. You may feel like they're trying to, I keep hearing cheapen your experience, but that may not be the case. I don't know why I keep hearing that. Especially if you're at a Jupiter return space in your life, like 12, 24. They may be those ages. You got 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, 72, right? Factors of 12. Or multiples of 12 rather. They want freedom. These are people that are trying to do their own thing, but at the Knight of Wands is a free energy, but and I'm seeing that they're wanting to be free, and I don't. It's not necessarily that they're encouraging you to be free, but something about I do see. I mean, not encouraging you to be free. It looks like they are encouraging you, but they're coming in with an energy. However, this person is, they're coming in with an energy that makes someone feel guilty. They may be trying to spill their guts and talk about all the things they wanted to do. Maybe ticking off the bucket list and how they were robbed of those experiences. And to some degree, it may encourage you to overcome your obstacles. Say, screw that, I'm going. Forget that, I'm out. I'm going to do this, right? But also feeling guilty that you weren't doing it before. So, like that you were so busy trying to establish a balance, get your life together. You know how we do that. I know I'm guilty of this. I'm guilty. Man, I spent my 20s miserable. 20s. I look back and I'm like, I am such a fool. I tell all young people every time I meet a 20-something-year-old, a teenager, I'm like, you need to focus on what you love. Don't get caught up in what the world thinks. Don't get caught up in what another person thinks. Get caught up in you and figure out what's inside of you to do, because you will feel guilty in your 30s and 40s. You will look back and go, why the heck was I allowing myself to feel so miserable, especially if you're in a relationship and this person is just nitpicking and bothering you and causing a lot of chaos, and you wasted your energy focusing on that person and trying to please them, and they can't be pleased because they're not happy with themselves. Chop, man, let me get myself together. Judgment, Knight of Wands, Five of Cups, and Two of Swords with status quo. These are people around you. Status quo speaks of your environment, the people that influence us the most. And these people are expressing guilt, shame, embarrassment, sadness about being indecisive and letting moments pass them by, getting opportunity after opportunity to do something and maybe still riding the fence. So we have intuition and manifestation with the Queen of Cups and Page of Pentacles. What I've learned, what I know is that that's their energy. That may be what they're speaking of. Is what I've learned and what I know now is that, you know what? It's time for me to give myself some grace. They may have learned that they need to forgive certain people. They may have learned that they need to be more open, and their intuition is telling them to be more open. So they may be telling you stuff that you're just going, shoot, I feel bad about XYZ. And it's not really giving the parameters of what you would feel bad about, but more so of a vibe of like, you would kind of feel kind of guilty, like bad about something. I'm seeing angel number 0505. That's an unexpected shift. Usually it portends that it breaks down to a singular one. So if life path ones may feel this the most, but it's a divine intervention when you see this number. So if people come and they're talking to you and you see this number, it's a reminder, a gentle nudge to pursue what interests you the most. Just go towards your interests. This would be the advice I would give to any person, period. I don't care if you're young or old, because this is that vibe. young and old. This person went through life, like when from teenagers on up to grown, having kids, getting married, settling down, all that. They're talking about how maybe they learned, they did all this, and then they went wild at this point. Now they're kind of like, there's something about this vibe of like, oh, I went wild, and now I have a I understand a lot more. I'm a lot more forgiving, that kind of vibe. Um, there's something here when 0505 comes up, it may rock your boat. Like it may rock you to your core that I need to live. I need to have more fun. I need to get out. I need to really open up to love. I need to be open. I need to meet people. I need to trust that things are going to be great for me. Look into your Jupiter returns, because that may be something too, that when this time frame comes up, you're going to reap benefits of something. And you got to do it your way. You got to focus on the things that interest you most, not what everybody thinks, right? And so that kind of thing of walking your own journey and following what interests you the most would be more of a, maybe you're attracted to certain types of things or certain types of people, but I'm only focused on, like, say if you're a woman and you're looking for a man, you're looking for a man that has certain qualities because that's the right thing to look for. But you may be into bad guys, not bad guys like they're just abusive, but that they take risks. They like to do adrenaline pumping type things, or you it's not something that your family would say is cool. Like your friends would be like, ew, but that's your thing, that's your jam, that's what you like. You may like men who are into Elvis, and then it's like, you know what I mean? And most people are like, oh, okay, that's corny, but that's your jam. So just go with what is your thing. And if men, like you might be like, I'm into women who are into mermaids or whatever the heck, you know what I'm saying? It's like focus on on your interests and your path. Don't feel anything about it. Don't feel guilty about it. Especially if somebody comes to you and says, I wish I would have done what I wanted to do in the first place. Now I'm living a life that I'm depressed and I get a second chance. I'm taking it. Milestone is a 9 of Pentacles and 6 of Pentacles. Something happens, especially if this is happening to you or this comes up, where you realize, what, I've worked on myself enough. Okay. I've mastered paying my bills, man. You know what I mean? After the third bill you pay in your life, you've mastered paying bills. You know what I'm saying? This isn't a practice that you need to pursue all your life. But the milestone is that eventually you would decide to live for yourself. Eventually you would see that it's time to live for you. And you will find yourself right where you belong, in the right person's arms, the dream job, traveling abroad, all of that. You could overcome any obstacle here. I'm seeing a rhinoceros spirit, clovers. I'm seeing tangerine. Tangerines are usually, they vibrate on that frequency of spontaneity and fun. So there's a milestone here where you realize you put in enough, you paid enough dues. You paid enough dues. You should live your life. It's not arrogance. It's not anything. It's about being flexible, sociable. I'm even saying paying attention to details, to that too. But more than anything else, angels of the four directions. These are archangels Raphael and Uriel. Page of Pentacles and 8 of Cups. It's like they're trying to get you to pay attention to what you love and walk away from things that don't interest you. They have no purpose in your life. They're just there. You're just doing them because that's what society is doing. And they're saying, don't feel bad about it. You might decide, forget my friends, forget this group, forget this space, this thing, this job, whatever. I'm actually going to focus on what interests me, because I'm tired of living my life going through the motions. You need to take a blessing bath. And usually what that is like a cup or a quart. There's always like a quart. But like, of sea salt or Epsom salt, and put it in a big bowl, and take the juice of like 2 freshly squeezed lemons, okay, and a half a cup of sesame oil, and or just sweet almond oil, but that's like for beauty or such, but that's still good. And add 4 drops of lavender oil and 4 drops of jasmine. Stir it really, really well, and pour like a third of that or 2/3 of that in the tub, right? And when you do this, we're saying something to the magnitude of, remove from me anything impure of heart, impure of spirit, and impure of mind. And that my wish is to one day, well, once again become whole, not one day, but once again become whole, free of pain and sadness, and filled with all that is better in me, or all that is best in me. And then, pour the rest, use this rest of the salt to scrub your body with. Okay, they're asking you to do something to that magnitude, to open yourself up to love, and to just the love of life, right? To cleanse you of whatever has held you back from living your life to the fullest. Okay, so you could be dealing with, well, we have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We also have Capricorn, Virgo, or another Taurus. You could be an Aries, Taurus cusp. You could be dealing with a Cancer, Leo cusp, or a Leo, Virgo cusp. We have Pisces, Aries cusp. And we also have Scorpio, Sagittarius cusp, or Sagittarius, Capricorn cusp. If you're not dealing with those signs, which you don't have to be, those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.